But it's alright, because his finger moved and he died on the Friday, man. Which side are you on, my brothers? Prophets will be scared on that day. Prophets, Anbiya, they're going to be scared and petrified. And you and I, it's alright, actually, relax, man. What's wrong with this guy, brother? Why is he losing his mind for? My brothers, who are we kidding? What side of the fence are you on? Fact that day the sun will be a mile above your head. 1 mile above your head. 1 mile. The Prophet of Allah, he says, every person will be sweating, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Every person will be sweating, each person according to his sins. Some of you sweat to your ankles, some to your knees, some to your waist. He says, some of you will be drowning in your own sin. Fact, Quran. He says on that day, Allah says, on that day you see people running around. Running around is intoxicated. Allah says, but they're not intoxicated. Allah says the severity of that day is so severe, people have been driven to madness. And you and I, where are we? Which side are you on? Look at the way we live our lives. If he's not against it on the street, he works 24 hours a day. If he doesn't work 24 hours a day, he's a bum 24 hours of the day, nothing to do. I visited the house not that long ago, one way they smoke pot from Maghrib to Fajr. And you know how many of these houses exist. Brothers that are married with children, he smokes pot from Maghrib to Fajr. Which side are you on? The Prophet of Allah on that day, he says there are 7 that will be under the shade of Allah on the day when there is no shade except His shade. Only 7, they'll be under the shade of Allah, under His arsh. Which side will you be on that day, my brother? Which side? You know, my brothers, let me tell you something. You choose the life of the prophets, you have the ending of the prophets. But if you choose the life of Fir'aun, you're going to have the ending of Fir'aun. There's no running away from this fact. You choose the life of Fir'aun, Allah's going to give you the ending of Fir'aun. And how many times have we seen that, man? How many times have we seen it? Wallahi, my brothers, how many more times are we going to see killings and murders? And wallahi, this community is drowning. The community is drowning. Wallahi, it's drowning. And we're in a bubble. We're in a bubble. Akhi, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your time? What do you want to be like? Do you want to be like the prophets and the Sahaba? Or do you want to be like, why have we chosen the life of pranksters and thugs? Why have we chosen this life over the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Please tell me, what is it? Do you think there's happiness in that? Do you honestly think there's happiness? I'm going to share with you facts. These are the things you don't hear about. But the brothers here, especially those brothers that used to live that life and have genuinely changed and repented, you know, these people, they actually need to start speaking up a lot more. Why? Because when someone like me speaks, people think I'm twisting the truth. Wallahi, I tell you exactly what it is. You know, my brothers, these people, you think they're happy, eh? When you and I see pranksters outside on the street, we think they're happy, don't we? Why? Because he's driving a hectic car, when he walks into a particular area or into a particular place, everyone gives him the respect that, you know. Well, so we think these people are happy. But truth, fact, wallahi fact. Look, you cannot run away from formulas that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, fact, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكًا. Any person, khalas, a prankster, not a prankster, he's just busy. Any person, any individual that stays away from the remembrance of Allah, stays away from the deen of Allah, stays away from the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Any person, ask yourself, am I miserable? Yes. Why? This is the formula. Any person that stays away from the deen of Allah, the promise of Allah, فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكًا. For him is a miserable, wretched life. And some of these people, just to show you how powerful Allah is, some of these people, Allah will give them women, and Allah will give them cars, and Allah will give them houses, everything that you and I Have you come and seen their lives and see how miserable they are? Have you noticed that there's always bags under their eyes? I went visited someone in, and I'll talk about Habas later, so relax. I went visited someone in Habas. Habas, brother. Look how we glamorized it. When was Habas ever an honorable thing? When? There's a difference between the guy who's been in prison because of La ilaha illallah. This guy is shut off. That's Habas. That will take our hats off with honor. Why? He was in prison for standing for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ahlul Salam. But the guy who's ripping off the pizza man, that's a shame, brother. So I went to go visit someone that's in Habas. Wallahi, he's a lifer. What's a lifer? You know what a lifer is? Huh? He's in there for life, brother. Held by tea drops and teas and you think, but what's going on? Movies. Wallahi, so I went to go visit him when we're sitting down. Wallahi, for 1 hour in the visit. I haven't seen this guy in years. 1 hour in the visit, the whole visit. Yeah, alhamdulillah, you know? Yeah, alhamdulillah. Brother, relax, man. Paranoid! Why? Because if the wrong person walks through those doors, it's all on, man. You think, brother, I haven't seen me in 5 years, man. You can't even sit down for me for 1 hour. Just look me in the eye, brother. Let's just have a decent conversation. That's the life that they live. These people that you and I that we glamorize, wallahi, to go to sleep is on Zamis. To go to sleep is on Zamis. Then to stay up during the day, he's either on coke or he's on ice. But because you see him for that 10-15 minutes when he walked in with his nice hat and his nice watch and his hectic car, what do you and I think? That's the life, man. فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكَ. The promise of Allah. You think these people happy? You see them, they hang out with their boys, you know? Groups. They create games and tattoos and representing, brother. And you and I will start to think, well, I want to be a part of that. We left the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We left the brotherhood of Islam for that. Why? Because on the outside, brother, we're 4 lifeguards. We're all the way, brother. Walk off, my shoe, yeah? Apparently it's bloody right out, brother. We're like this. How many of these groups ever sustained and kept it? How many? Every one of them failed. They were best friends in the beginning, at the end, what happened, brother? Speak the truth. They killed each other. If they didn't kill each other, they started running out on one another. That's their life. That's their life. And we love it. Wallahi, we love it. You know who loves it the most? We, the religious brothers, wallahi, we love their life. Today no one is safe. Wallahi, not even myself. We're all to blame. When a guy comes into the masjid, he's a nice guy, he's miskin, he's trying to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's a good kid. But because he sits in the corner, he'll come to the masjid for 1 year. No one even knows his name. But when a drug dealer walks into the masjid, wallahi, the sheikh comes from here all the way there. So I don't know how you do, Akhirullah, please come here, bro. Isn't that how we treat him? Be honest. But how does that miskin that's been sitting in the masjid for 1 year, how does he feel, man? How does he feel? We love their life, bro. We love talking about their life. Nah. In certain circles, astaghfirullah, brother, it's got to change, man, it's got to change. But when it's around the right people, fine, you saw a car driving, yeah, man, what did you do? Oh, I heard this one. And we love it, bro. We each. Go to their azans, go to their funerals. And you see people, you know this person had nothing to do with the guy that day. You think, what are you doing here? No, Allah, you know, Allah, I'm here for the sake of Allah. You little spinners, that what you are? Not all, of course, just so we can do it, you know. Not all, but wallahi, you can see it all over their faces. Bro, what are you doing here? You know deep down it's an opportunity to get closer to their family, isn't it? We love their life. You think they're happy? You think they're mates? You think these people are really, really true friends? Wallahi, they love each other so long as you're not doing better than him. They love you and they show you love and they show you muhabba so long as you're under him. But as soon as you're up and coming, as soon as now you're starting to make waves, you see ripples, divisions, hatred. And there's this culture, brother, no, wallah, he don't understand, we're like that, brother, wallah, I'll take a bullet for him. Wallah, wallah, brother, sit down, man. I'll take a bullet for him. Who are you kidding, brother, who? Who are you kidding? These young kids, they look up to these people, they aspire. Habibi, what do you look up to? Filth? Filth, wallahi, that's what it is. But we're like that, I'll take a bullet for you. Habibi, trust me, trust me, trust me. When this comes out, Habibi, everybody runs, everyone runs. But my brother, lose my colleague. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you? Wallahi, there's only one person in the whole world. There's only one person in the whole world that will happily throw their life in front of yours to protect you. Only one! You know who it is? It's the person you sold for your friends, Habibi. She's called your mum. It's my old lady. Leave her, man. She doesn't know the go. She doesn't know the go. Wallahi, she knows the go better than you know the go. She knows what's good for you better than you know what's good for you. We sold our family. We sold our mothers and our fathers. We've sold the masjid. We've sold the people that genuinely fear Allah in good company. For what? What did we give it up for? For rubbish and filth. And we all think, what? These people will trust me, brother. These people, we care for one another. Have you ever seen when these people go to Habas, jail? For those of you who are looking at me thinking, what's Habas? Habas is jail. And like everything in that life, we glamorize it. We give it mad names. Wallahi, I remember the first time I seen that. It was a brother, and he was saying the story. And he wanted to, so basically he wanted to say that the dome came out. But in that circle, like, you have to live like it. You have to talk in a particular way. Yeah, when it comes to Allah, you're not going to believe it, but anyway, so the guy walked in and then that came out. So I'm thinking, he mentioned every other word, يعني, why wouldn't you say come? بحكي بالعربي أي؟ And we love it. But you know what he's saying? No, what's he saying? He's saying this one. Just, well, like movies. I'm telling you, it's all hell. And you know what I mean? Oh, frustration. Anyway, so like these friends, these people that we sold Allah for, these people that we sold our mothers and our fathers for, come and see, Habibi, come and see how loyal your friends are when you go to Habas. Come and see. Come and see. You know, I share this with the boys all the time. You remember your first prison visit? I remember I was very, very young. I was never really, at that age, never sort of really mixed in that, I remember the first time I went to Habas to visit. Wallahi, I felt like I was calling on Qala, man. I'm the biggest shafta in the world. When I got out of the car, when I was in Habas, when I got out of the car, it's an attitude, it's a mindset. I remember the first, we were so excited, and fingerprint, wallah, you were happy to do the whole thing. Now when someone calls me for a prison visit, what? Wallah, you run for your life. Why? Because that's the truth, Habibi, no one cares. When you go to prison, my brother, those young and upcoming, those that feel that going to prison is like earning your colours. Go and see what's happening in prisons. Those brothers that did real time, real 10 years and 12 years, and people that have genuinely repented, guys that are completely off the radar, guys that you don't even remember anymore. Why? Because they used to be real. They used to genuinely do haram and genuinely change their pulled up, and now he doesn't want to know the world and he doesn't want the world to know him. These people, when I sit with them, wallahi, they open up and they tell you about Habas. These people that you and I, we honor and we glamorize on the street, and we think, yeah, this guy's staunch and this, wallahi, they're the biggest girls inside. Wallahi, they're the biggest girls. Wallahi, they're on drugs day and night to forget their worries. Wallahi, some of them, they told me, Uqsam billah, I heard them with my own ears, crying at night. Why? Habibi, when you're doing 10 years of your life, for what? 10 years of your life. And we love it. Your friends, wallahi, your friends after 1 year, the boys for the first year, they're happy to put money into your buy-up so you can buy your tuna and your bread and your rice. They're happy. But after a year and 2 years and 3 years, and he's still got 7 years left. Who's left, Habibi? Who? You know who's left? The Hajj and the Hajj. Your old man and your old woman. Those who you don't have time for anymore. Wallahi, I've seen them with my own. Never have I been to a prison visit, except you see it. Old lady, she's 60 years old. She's been driving for 2 hours. They park their car, they're exhausted. You see it all over their face. She gets out of the car and she knows now mental preparation. They're going to frisk her, they're going to search her, she has to touch this and stand here and go through the glass door and move this. And she does it every single week. Never misses a week, every single week. She saves money from her pension money, from the welfare check. She saves it so that she can put it in the account for her son, because he needs to eat, man. If I don't look after my son, who's going to look after him? And wallahi, my brothers, wallahi, this is personal experiences. The brother's been doing almost 10 years. 10 years the nishah. Because that's what happens when you live this life, you become a nishah. Your mentality, you become a nishah. Wallahi, that's what you become. Don't get offended. Please don't get upset from fact. If you choose that life, and you want to live that life, and you know that there is Quran and there is Sunnah, but she still insists on this, wallahi, you become a nishah, even if you don't realize it. Brother's been doing 10 years. His mother never left him, never failed him a single weekend. And brother, as soon as you get out, what do you want to do, man? What do you think he wants to do? Go home and kiss his mum's feet and tell her, thank you for the years I've wasted of your life. Thanks, mum. At your age, I was supposed to be looking after you. You were the one that was putting money in my account. After 10 years, you know what he wants to do on the first night? If he's not going to a brothel, where's he going? And I gotta see the boys, man. See the boys. And that's the life. That's the life. That's the life that we choose.